So, where we left off, I think we were either heading towards, the next major, I feel like we were going to just go straight to the next boss. I'm not sure. I'm not missing Scoria, so I didn't die right before this. I feel like, were we heading straight to Ravik? Or Riak? Who's Ravik? Riak. I feel like I need to Google that now. Why do I have that name stuck in my head? Before I do, though, oh, you know what it was? Yeah, we were in, like, moving to, there was, like, another gauntlet of enemies I was about to enter, and then I turned back. Yeah, I got it. Wait, no, this is the way in. Yeah. And I don't think I was allowed in yet, because there was supposedly another key waiting for me. She's got a crazy looking axe.
The road to the Iron Gate is held by the Watchers. Red in shadow, raised in cruelty. Theirs is a devotion to slaughter.
Also, I might have the game turned up a little bit too loud. I always have trouble balancing certain games, and this is one of them. Like, you find that, like, some games, like Yakuza 0, I have to set to like 50-ish to be good. Most games are on like when you saw me adjusting the volume were, 28 to 32. It's pretty much, as far as I can tell, it's based on whether or not they're designed around the standard for, either for, being output to a TV or to, like, through a computer to, like, speakers. Where does this even lead? A whole lot of nowhere, okay. There was, this is probably it. There was a path that immediately had 2 or 3 enemies that I wasn't ready for. Yeah, and the merchant and the item box here. The completely full item box. Mostly full. Man, this thing just is not like stacking at all. Where did I even put these? So there's the regular ones. Are all of my twin sapient roots out right now? No. Like, I don't know why stacking only works when you take, but not when you store. I always found that a little weird. Don't even think I have any medium ones. Or whatever, okay, that's fine. This is good enough. Alright. Oh my god, if I set the direction I should have followed my initial intent of oh no, come on. I like how Amara is like she would be like the she's a great example of like all your friends jumped off a bridge. Wonder where my scoria is. This is going to be out there. Okay, it's fine. So the funny thing is, like, I'm already running off ledges. Come on, a little closer. Pick it up. Don't be like this. Okay. I'm already running off ledges, and I was thinking of drinking tonight. I even bought some cranberry juice, and I've got a ton of vodka on me anyways. Well, a full bottle, a full fifth. And I was like, man, why don't I just start drinking? Maybe not the best idea anymore. Because I'm just gonna trip, and I'm gonna waste a lot of time. They have a lot of new Garp today in the DLC. Like, they're just throwing it at you. And there's a lot of like side caves that seem to not have anything else to them. You know, the funny thing is, I don't know anybody else. Like, I know it's a common thing, but I don't know anybody who I've met in person or whatever, or even talked to online, who I'm sure is a fan of cran vodka as a drink. But it's like a regular mixer. I think this is the one. No, it's not. There's the stupid ritual stone. How do I do this? How do I get all mixed up and lost so easily? Is this the one? And you. This is incredible. My sense of direction just continues to baffle me. Oh, careful. Don't just do the thing you just did last time. Now I'm worried for Amara. This is not the one. What are you pointing to? Hold on a sec. Let me take a look at the map. Is the map just weird and I don't understand it? No, it's unexplored area. Wait, I'm not supposed to go down and I'm just not reading this right? No. If only. This is amazing. So I went. I should probably review the VOD. I literally went like, I think maybe this is the area that I went into, and I just could not figure out what happened. Oh. This is really weird. There's I think there's an. Oh, I don't have it. If there is a, I can't remember if there was a Prism Stone equivalent in this game or not, but I really fucking need it. Was this the one? Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey. No, it's just it's the empty cave from before. I was complaining about. This is kind of amazing. Okay, alright. You're gonna need it again in a second. Is there like another exit from here that I'm just totally blanking out on? Hold on. Am I going forward and not realizing it? No, I think I'm still sitting on the same, oh, God, I hate that so much. I need to, I probably need to just replace this controller. Maybe there's just something wrong with it. It's just so fussy. I actually have the, I have the parts that I need in order to fix my last functional controller, the last, first-gen PS4 controller that I've owned. Well, actually, it was, I think it might have been the first or second first-gen controller that I owned, where the left analog stick was peeling off, and I have replacement analog sticks, and they're the right kind, and all I need to do is take it apart and figure out how to put the new one in. And I've been ignoring it for a couple of years. Okay, let me do this. Every time I go in, I'm going to take a quick look, turn around, turn to the right, and do it again. And if I do that enough times, that will take me where I'm supposed to go. Man, this is going to be fun to see on YouTube. I'm going to get yelled at. Okay, not this one.
You have returned.
Hey, Sovereign, thanks for the resub. How have you been? I'm a lonely. It's a very quiet stream today. This is crazy. This is like Blighttown. You moved to Florida. Are you retiring? Did you move for work? No, there's the ritual stone. Okay. If I do this one more time, I've either... Right. If this is another one of the rooms I've already been to, then I think I'm going to give up on... Yeah. Okay, wherever the Ire Gate is, I guess I can't reach it from the spot that I'm already at. Or something. Is it a good change work-wise? Are you like, do you get a promotion, get a better job, that sort of thing? All of my moves have been for work so far. Gotta go back to that ritual stone. Which would be what? 2 to the side? I don't know. It's probably this one. Yeah. Patient is better, closer to family. I want to go back to Michigan. I have the highest, even though it's a low number, the highest amount of people who I want to hang out with who I know are in Michigan. You have FedEx, so you can work in any city. Oh, that's good. So you can just pick. Like, do you have like real agency of deciding, or do they give you like a limited choice and it's like, fuck it, I'll be in Florida? Close enough. I ain't too clear on how much damage that's doing. Oh, come on, man. I just got here. Alright. It's 2 deaths. And I started the I started the stream like 15 minutes before I started the game up. Somewhat limited, just depends if they need you on the spot, at the spot. But like, if it's a coding job, don't you just have like, are you doing anything like local that needs to be done, or is it just? For me, they've pretty thoroughly demonstrated that they don't need anybody anywhere where I work, even though once the corona stuff dies down, we'll probably be stuck back at the office. Need someone to set up a location. Oh, okay. Physics bugs are fun. Where's the healer? Here's the healer. And there are a lot of floppy enemies. I'm noticing. More today than yesterday, even. Don't know what that thumping is. It's probably this guy. Oh, no, it was. So for me, everybody is kind of like slowly. Everybody where I work is slowly adopting the work from home stuff. So how do I get back there? My map indicator just does not want to update. I'm way away from the ritual stone. I don't know. But yeah, everyone's transitioning to working from home, and I'm set up and I can work well enough. So. In fact, I came up with an answer for a problem that I've been trying to solve for a while, so that's good. It's not a great answer. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna have to talk to one of the other programmers to say, hey man, like, can we offer, like, this solution sucks. It seems to be the one that works, though. Sometimes with the stuff that we work on, the bad solution is the one we're stuck with. 3 cases here. Where I'm at, they're trying, like, lots of stuff is shut down except for, like, groceries and medical. Man, what is, like, alright, well, let me just try to follow the map a little better. Maybe I messed this up. I don't see anything that suggests that I should be able to go anywhere but, like, is it even just close? I don't get. They suggest it's like right up here somewhere. Well, the project that I work on has some tough concerns whenever you're trying to implement a solution to anything. So, man, I wish I could explain that better. Hey, Kunzer. they don't. So I died diving down, but man, they just. Okay, let me reread the quest description. Maybe I got this wrong. Riek must be slain. Deeper underground, beyond Watcher's Roost. Maybe they just literally mean just go out and go down. I'm glad I'm able to work from home, though, even if... did you just... Did she just fall? Yep, she's gone. I'm generally working much better, so far at least, from home than I am at the office, just because of the lack of distractions and the ability to focus and just sit there and kind of question, like, is this what... Like, there's lots of, like... There's lots of, like, working out, problems that require, like, digging deeper into the code base than I normally do for the game that I work on. Oh, geez, hello. I want to try to figure out where, how to get... I don't know if I go deeper up or further down. I almost kind of feel like maybe I had broken a, like something that's supposed to open that I just didn't get. I'm hoping that people doing really well with work from home stuff proves out to corporate that that it's worth entertaining after the coronavirus stuff dies out. We'll see. Man, I almost kind of feel like I've been going into this city. I almost kind of just feel like I should leave. I'm gonna just see how well I can run for it. I only have like 29,000 score anyways. Oh, and I'm remembering now, I've got the regen set up. Is this... Yep. It's all doable. Yeah, this is just the entrance. I remember turning to the right and noticing I couldn't get up and just sliding down. We were doing this backwards. My only thing I'm concerned about with working from home is I'm hoping that once I finish this one really tough issue that I'm working on, I'm hoping that the more mundane stuff is equally as improved, like my performance for working from home, because I just want, like, I'm so biased and I just really want that to go. And is this no, no. That's cool. I'm literally turning around and going back the way I came. Great. What I would like is that in everything I work on, the stuff I need to focus on, the smaller tasks, everything, I want to prove out that working from home is better, at least for me, just kind of earn that a bit. Funny thing is, for the moment, they've actually got me on majority of what I've been working on has been basically like filler stuff, because they want me on point for whatever they're doing next. And they're basically just saying, all right, World's your oyster, here's some stuff that we want to tackle. You pick whatever. So yeah, I don't think it's here. They're being way too friendly to me, honestly. I don't feel like I've earned it yet. Does she have more to say? Like, what am I doing wrong with this?
The road to the Iron Gate is held by the Watchers.
We were at the same discussion. But yeah, it is absolutely kind of crazy that work is kind of just giving me like they're giving me like an excellent workload. They're giving me like way more autonomy than I want or care about. They're letting me transition to different work in the near future. Stuff that's more interesting to me. And, you know, on top of, like, their PTO policy is pretty nice. Their work-from-home policies so far have been great. They've put so much effort into, oh my god, I'm stupid. That's what it is. I'm just stupid. I'm an idiot. It's been, like, half an hour of me looking for this, or probably 15 minutes. Yeah. This is, so what happened, so these are the gates, and I totally forgot about these. These are the gates where they basically say, these are before the big dungeons happen. These are the big ones. So we're in for a ride. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully you've already skipped to this point. Okay, I'm glad I have the one shot of complete invulnerability for... That'll return in another 45 seconds or so. Does this open straight up to React? I might consider that a letdown, considering that they had these awesome. I mean, some of the earlier parts of the game were like that too, or of the DLC were like that, where they have the. Is this gold? What is this? Some of the early parts of the DLC did have the large. Oh, geez, this is literally it. This is their boss, I guess. Probably, maybe. I don't think I'm allowed. You know, I'd be shocked if I'm allowed to go straight in. In fact, it would be really cool if you weren't allowed in and you saw, like... Oh yeah, I can even see your little shadow self there too. If they don't allow you to... If they force you to pass by, that would be kind of cool. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. They're gonna force me to do this. To like to run the big giant gauntlet, the Demon Souls style. Well, we'll see. I'm getting my hopes up a little bit. Fire spiders. But I've been looking forward to, like, part of the reason why I wanted to play this DLC is that all the big dungeons have this, this, like, Demon Souls-esque level of desperation the further you get in. Hey, cat. Who's up there looking at me? You gonna fight? Who's, oh. They got a spear guy over there. The heartbeat sound is very strange, the choice for enemy music. Ah, you little figures. Whoa, okay, alright. The little damage is okay. The big damage not so much. Oh, not the lava. Crayon vodka? No. Cranberry vodka. But cran vodka as the... Oh no, don't do the lava. If I accent that, I guess it is. People have trouble understanding their own accents, like, or understanding that they do have an accent. You know, people who, with a southern accent kind of view it as, you know, as their own. Oh, sorry, cat. I'm also not reading the chat as readily as I probably normally would. Oh man, adding these Healy dudes. You dick. How is she get? Okay, she just fucking got it. Oh, then. 10 seconds? Wow, how do you have 10 seconds of lag? Are you watching on mobile, maybe? Also, as I said before, it was just cranberry juice and vodka, which is a kind of a common cocktail. But what I was saying earlier was that, well, across the world shouldn't mean anything. You should still have access to the low latency feature from Twitch, and they should have distribution servers. It's HLS. Yeah, cranberry and vodka is awesome. I don't know anybody who would drink it regularly, not in person or otherwise. It's really good. It's super refreshing. Cran vodka and in a relatively full icy glass. You're on low latency and you get 10. Something is wrong then. You should be getting like 2 seconds at most. And honestly, it can be less than that, depending on your setup. If you're watching it, if you're not watching it on Source though, maybe. Funny thing to consider is I drink more mixed drinks, even though I really don't drink a lot at all, but I drink more mixed drinks than I do like beers and ciders, or really almost no ciders. Ciders and I don't know. That's about it. Recently tried a bastardized Irish coffee the other day. It was great. What makes it bastardized? I've had really lazy but really delicious, oh, come on, man. Really crazy but really delicious, mojitos using, like, you can use Sprite, but Sierra Mist is a little bit better. Sierra Mist is a little bit less, like, sugary. 7-Up works, too. 7-Up was originally a mixture for vodka. So mixing it with, going the rum route is, also works. Just need to get some mint. I should just go, like, once the coronavirus stuff dies down, I need to just buy a mint plant. Or is it a mint shrub? Like, I need to buy a repeatable object of, oh no, okay. A repeatable object of mint. A self-sustaining mint. A shot of monkey shoulder blended scotch. Demerara. Hold on, I need to hear what that is. I think we're good. Brown sugar simple syrup. Coffee, and then a shitload of whipped cream. I forgot. I've got whipped cream. I have whipped cream. I have hot chocolate. I've got like powdered hot chocolate. And I've got cocoa powder. I could do the whole get-up. Probably not tonight. Super nutty. I don't know that I like scotch to any real degree, to the point where, like, I think I've had scotch. I definitely, from my experiences, have not liked whiskey. I'm not sure about scotch. Well, yeah, but the thing is, though, is that if I'm getting it, I'd be getting it just for that and nothing else, and then I'd have a bunch of scotch that I wouldn't know what to do with. I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way anymore. This doesn't seem right. Typically made with Irish whiskey. Maybe this is the... No, I went... Did I go up or down? Well, theoretically, I'm probably going down. Another drink that I liked was like watermelon shots, even though they're made with tequila. But I would never buy tequila just for that. Alright. Thought I had the dodge there. I've been fiddling with so I've got a bandage on my my right middle finger. I have a great story for it. A short story. A fable? Oh, hello. Alright, goodbye. So, today, during lunch at noon or so at work, or, well, while at home, working from home, this is really difficult to word when I'm working from home. Anyways, so I'm working from home, noon hits, I'm like, alright, there's some groceries I want to grab. And I head out, and it's super crowded, and I'm trying to be respectful and social distance, and nobody else is. And I'm like, grabbing the hand sanitizer that they've got out, and running some of that. And, oh jeez. Okay, you're scary. And I'm like coming out of one of the aisles in the grocery store, and I'm about to bump into somebody, so I pull my cart back, like really generously, so that they have plenty of space, and I bump into one of the shelves, and the shelf, like, nothing tumbles or anything, but the cart keeps moving into my hands and like cuts into my finger. And I'm like, ah, damn it. All right. Then I kind of like just, quickly scoot on so as to not cause a fuss. And then I finally, like 2 seconds later... Oh, come on, that was cheap. Hey, come on, help me. Cheater. Because the shopping cart backed into my hand, and they're all made with that, like... I didn't even eat this yet. I'll hold off on the sap. Because they're made with the sort of, like, wired together metal shit. And, part of that, scraped into my hand. So, like, just behind the cuticle or whatever... a very surprising layer of skin got removed. And I was like... I was trying to, like... I immediately went to the nearest thing, a hand sanitizer, and covered my hand and finger and started, sanitizing or whatever. And then they keep, paper towels nearby too. And just wrapped my finger and tried to, like, not make it super obvious. Because I don't want to be like a leper walking around the grocery store with, like, sores and shit. Especially in, like, potential corona panic or whatever. You had bread, there was almost none. You didn't learn how to bake. Hey, I forgot to get yeast earlier. I was going to get some yeast and cheese. There was no cheese, but I could have gotten yeast. Yeah, bread is great. Bread is easy to do. It's just a fuck ton of effort. Bread is so much work. I should have got some pepperoni and some sausage as well. Aw, why you gotta be such fiery dicks? Damn. Yeah, that's right. Now you gotta come out, you dick. Oh, that's not good. Is there a healer out there too, you motherfucker? Well, I guess that's why they put the healing juice out there. They got a sap thing. That's one. That thumping has got to go. Alright, Mara, I'm coming. Wonder if she'll... Well... It's fine, it's good. You're in day 2 of not working? It's weird, but it's nice actually having some notification, except then I get paid in the first week. Oh yeah, that whole user PTO shit is so stupid. I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with it. It sucks for everybody else though. That's incredibly unfair. It's like you're like there's so much more money being saved just by not making people sick that losing a couple of days of productivity from people is just like it's like the thing is that like companies view it as like they think that they're actually like losing profit that they would have made, and it's like no, this is profit that you're not going to get no matter what. So assuming that there's any way to recoup it is dumb. Oh, let's try the predator ones. That's not what I wanted. Where is Amara? Did she just freaking run off, or did she just jump into the lava? Oh god, we're dead. What are you doing? Alright, well you do you, and I'll be over here. 2. There we go. You're dead now. Get out of here. I hate how companies do, how a lot of companies are handling the, coronavirus. Oh, and dude, once you know how to make flatbread, you can make chicken masala really easily. Because, it's really, really easy to make. It's not quite naan, but it's pretty much naan. Because basically, like, pizza dough, pan-fried, rolled super thin and just cooked in a pan is close enough to naan to where I'm fine making that rather than the extra effort.
You are courageous beyond hope, perhaps beyond sanity.
Beyond hope?
But what you must not face, you should learn to fear as I do. In my dreams, I saw my mother searching for me.
Look who it is.
For years I heard her beating heart until one day it fell silent. That same day I broke free and sowed these memories. I saw the sky just once before the brawl dragged me back into the shadows.
Yeah, most of the work for bread is like a bunch of like kneading, which is just like very easy busy work. And then depending on the type of dough you're making, you might have to like let it, you know, the rise time. Like for example, like if I'm making pizza dough, I'll spend a bunch of time, like I'll let it rise overnight. I'll just like put it in a container and put it in the fridge. I don't know shit about freezing dough though. That's the thing I don't know. Because if I knew how to freeze dough and get like good bread out of it, my freezer would be full. Like I tried, I just never got it. I would love to know how to do it though.
Riak hungers for your acquaintance. For everyone's sake, make this his last meal.
Oh, the bread. I've had, at least with store-bought bread, I haven't had any luck with freezing it. I'm not sure about homemade bread though. Like pizza dough, like if you par-bake pizza dough, it freezes really well. Like you just make a pizza crust and you par-bake that, and then put on the rest of the toppings, and then you freeze it all. And it's, you know, that turns out really good.
We have suffered for far too long. I beg you, pass through the Iron Gate and end our pain.
Well, here we go. We are here. How many, I have 5. Oh, man. I don't know how easily I can get back to the sap thing. I would feel really bad if this is the end and I could have kept going a little bit longer last stream. What I might end up doing is, if that's the case, then, I'll upload this one sooner after the VOD goes up. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Yeah. Let's not run from fate, especially if I die the first time and need to come back anyways. I'm hoping I can get some of that ground sausage at the supermarket, and then make a bunch of little cooked up sausage meatballs for pizza. I know I can get pepperoni. Gotta get some yeast. Freeze bread often because your bread box isn't huge and you go through a lot each week. And then plate and bag overnight. Good. The bread or the dough? You must have completely different bread than we do in the US. Our bread sucks. Oh, they were selling whole chickens at the supermarket too. I should have picked one up. I don't have enough courage. I'm not courageous enough. I don't have enough confidence to. I already have so much food in my fridge anyways that I gotta cook. I didn't want to add to it, but I really I should have taken I should have just full on got one and Cooked it up. That's a helmet. That's a helmet for the ages. Oh, just okay. Very happy. Curious what reacts. I'm sure there's got to be more forms or additional attacks or whatever. This has got to be the very this is going to be very warm up, I think. Okay. He doesn't know what to do with me. But then again, he is the first as well, so maybe this is just it. This particular shield's actually pretty good. The fight at the very end of the base game has a bunch of extra stuff to it. So I'm kind of wondering how this one's going to go as we get further in. Here we go. It's gotta be, yeah, I figured it might be something related to the helmet. That's interesting. I don't remember, like, keeping the lock on a target between boss phases. Well, when they like dip to a cutscene, anyways. Okay, I didn't expect that. This is a shit ton of damage. Holy crap! Can I target it? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. Oh, you hold on a minute. Hey, I have an idea. You get out of here. Okay, worth a shot. That back attack just comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm just never ready for it. Ooh, ooh. Is that slowing me or something? That can't be it. There's got to be something way heavier.
Ishra! I am so sorry. I searched to the edges of the world, fought to my last breath.
Mother, there is nothing to forgive.
I failed you.
You are here now. That is all that matters.
Gethin will help us. We will remain as echoes together.
Mother, I am truly sorry.
No! Let go of her! Let go!
So the base game had the voice volume.
What do I do?
I belong to the shadows now. I love you.
No! Please, no.
The base game's voice volume is really, really low, and I normally crank it up a bit. And I think with the DLC, they had it. They actually fixed that, so everything for me now is a little bit louder than it needs to be. I guess you could say that. I wonder if Amara is gonna go evil after this. Like, if not, then the DLC is definitely made for like early to mid game, because the final boss for the base game was like really hard.
As surely as shadow falls to light, I will return to my daughter's side. Until that day, I will continue to help you, just as you have helped me. Please, let us return to Vagrant's Rest, and speak no more of this accursed isle.
Sure. It'd be kind of sad though, if I kind of have to I kind of have to shoulder the burden of being extremely overleveled for that. Yeah, it was all a dream. Kind of was. It was good though. I wish I had done it earlier in the story. It's not extremely often that you play DLC for a game, especially if the DLC comes out like way later, where the DLC is not like endgame plus content. I almost got to feel like maybe they had planned this like earlier in development, and they just didn't have time to release it. Mindseas has that. There's at least one or two extra bosses in Mindseas that they had basically, like, they couldn't get them into the game and just had to leave them out. And the later updates for the game are going to start putting that stuff back in. Kind of curious how it's going to go. It's all, you know, it's all just stuff that, like, they had to release the game that wasn't done yet. That was cool though. Like Ashen's always been one of those games that's kind of just been super nice and chill, and even if it wasn't as hard as I kind of wish that, like, I wish it was more like that crazy, like, I've been going through this dungeon for an hour and I don't know where to go and I don't know how soon I'm going to get to the next ritual stone. Even though I didn't get that, it was still good. Cool area too. Like, I hope they do more, either more Ashen or more something else, because I really like the you could tell the areas, like when Vagrant's Rest gets built up, the later areas in the game, what was the name of that place? It's way over to the side. Like everything around, like the ramparts and the Call Estate and everything. The sort of city style designs are great. All of the like sort of very lush caves and stuff look really nice too. I would like to play more games that have this kind of style. Like maybe like, what would be really cool is if the developers for this and the developers for Absolver, Slowclap, if they could get together and like make a big world for Absolver that's like, I mean, I believe they're both Unreal as well. Yeah, no, yeah, I think pretty sure it is because that was part of the reason why they I think they got to Epic really quick. Pretty sure they're both Unreal. I could be wrong. I mean, engine to engine isn't all it is. Depends on how much of the engine you use that you can share. But imagine like a world with this level of like of depth and a little bit more form to it than Ashen had. Ashen was a little bit more abstract. Maybe with like the kind of progression that you have through a world like this, but then again, the combat of Ashen would be pretty cool. Like, I'd love for those teams to get together, and hopefully they have enough in common and similar enough working methodologies and stuff. I would love to see something like that. I mean, at the very least, they're artists and level designers, and the UI people, I'm sure. At least stylistically, what you know, what I can see has nothing really to do with whether or not they'd be able to work together or whatever. But their output is similar, and I feel like compatible. I don't know. Those are dreams for a future thing, I guess. Plus, Slowclap is already doing something new. I just don't know what it is. There was some sort of concept art posted somewhere that had some like, it looked like they took Absolver's art and transitioned it halfway to Warframe. I had to find the concept art that they had, but they basically had masked characters that were like way more sort of elegant and refined, and I wonder if they almost sort of towards what I remember from Blade Symphony. And I mean, part of it is that I liked Absolver so much that I want it to be that, and then I really like how the world flows in this game, especially the dungeons. The dungeons are so freaking good. Like every one of the times, with the exception, unfortunately, of Nightstorm, where I'm just extremely over leveled for it. I cruised through it. My character's too strong. No, that's fine. But through the base game, every time you basically were like, all right, I'm at one of these areas that requires me to have two characters open up the gate where you fight Ukoto or any of the other characters. And you have these super crazy long paths to go through. It was so cool. Like, my favorite part of the game, I think, was when you go to that palace. I can't remember what the name of it was. Let me see what the warp points tell me. Yeah, the Palace of Lotharis was amazing. And the funny thing is that, like, I would hesitate to call it a slog because it was super engaging. It was this desperate, confused, lost, you know, you gotta churn through it, and, you know, it was like an endurance trial, but in the best of ways. and you have to you're searching for and you're looking out like and plus it's all super dark as well, so you're looking out to see where the sap's dripping out. You're trying to find the next. You're hoping because there are so few ritual stones. You're hoping to get far enough to A, find the sap, and B, to get to the next ritual stone. And it was like, oh man, it's like so satisfying. Even when I like started getting frustrated and desperate, it's like, man, I will look at that fondly as I did Demon Souls. Even though I don't like. The funny thing is, I haven't got back to Demon Souls, and I really should at some point. Unfortunately, like Dark Souls is somewhat colored by my perception of Demon Souls, in that like I played so much Dark Souls I ran into the ground. Even though like the good parts were good, I've had my fill. Demon Souls, I'm a little bit worried about going back. And as much as I like Demon Souls, having those memories kind of flood back of like souring the nostalgia with stuff that was late and that I didn't, where I let it run too long, or where I didn't take enough breaks or whatever. Demons, I think, has like the best overall world design in like every way. The way the levels work, the way the shortcuts work, the distance between areas you can rest, the style of the bosses, the balance of the music, the differences in the areas that you go through. Dark Souls got put on a pedestal, but Demon Souls was really kind of had the feel right. And I think there hasn't been a game since, from FromSoft anyways, that has done similar, especially like with the long, like, desperate dungeon crawling feel. And Ashen is the only game since Demon Souls that has done that. And Ashen only had like 3 of them, but those were so good. I vividly remember some of that stuff, like when you're the first time you're confronting how important the lamp is on the way to Ukoto, the second way really in where everything starts getting really bleak, on the way out. What was it? It was the second. I wish I could remember the name. I can remember it visually so well. Let's see if I can figure out where it was, where the entrance was. It was when you get Siloran back. Or no. It wasn't, I don't think. Where was it? Was it Amara or Siloran? One of them you get back from the, it's like she's, maybe it was Siloran. My freaking memory sucks. I have like a visual memory, not a name memory. But the second major dungeon, pretty much, and it would have been, I guess, Seat of the Matriarch. And then the palace, obviously, the palace was so the palace is like, oh man, these other areas were tough, and then the palace shows up, and you were literally like sitting there desperately going, all right, how many sapotes do I have? How many mushrooms do I have? Where's the next sap pool thing? And it like it feels like it's an hour to the next. Probably more like half an hour, but like it feels like it's like an hour to the next. Probably more than that. I want to lean towards more than less for the next ritual stone. Like, knowing that it doesn't matter how many more uses of your gourd you have, you can still just fuck up and die. And all right, you have a long ass way to go to get back to where you were. And it kind of reminds me of sort of what arcade games do in a lot of ways, where you especially Gradius 5, or how freaking long the game is. Gradius 5 is like one of the longest shmups like ever in terms of if you want to do a 1cc, and not like a roguelite, because typically it's like half an hour to beat the game, 1cc, no restarts, whatever. And part of what makes some of those games super satisfying is when you finally, like, you get better and better at each area as you restart, and you learn how to sort of, like, being better at an earlier spot in the game makes you better prepared and more able to handle the next spot. And the dungeon crawls in this game are so much that, and they feel great. Even as much as it's a struggle, it's, like, engaging. It doesn't matter if I'm frustrated because I'm so, like, intensely into it. And that's the kind of stuff that I just like. I want to see more of this game, or I want to see more of what this developer does of that style, just from more experiences like that. Because I feel so deprived when none of the Souls games have really put that sort of thing in. There's so many more checkpoints now. The pacing is becoming a lot different. Maybe Elden Ring will do that. But I'm also fine with some other developer doing it. Like, it doesn't need to be FromSoft. Let Ashen's developers do it. Let Lords of the Fallen 3 come out, or I guess 2, I guess. I don't even know if the second one's out. And see if Lords of the Fallen 2 has dramatically improved upon what they had in the first. Like, the first game, as much as it struggled and as many issues as it had some good ideas. And it had, well, two things, really. First is it had some good ideas that could have improved the genre that I hope other developers take. But on top of that, they had the chops to make it work, to finish it, to make the game, and to make it look nice. So, they have everything they need. I think they just need to, they just need to come together. But whether or not it's those Lords of the Fallen devs, whether it's the devs for Ashen, maybe the developers who did Necropolis will come together and say. So Necropolis. The funny thing about Necropolis is that it was similar in how long the areas were between, not like checkpoints, but places where you could rest. For all the other issues that Necropolis had, the size of the area and how long it took to get to each place where you could rest showed promise. And obviously the concept of a roguelite Souls game is interesting. I don't care what developer continues to do these sorts of things, but I want to see more of it. Some exponentially frustrating areas of the combat issues of the combat system. You couldn't run it too well. Yeah, they definitely, what I've heard with the Surge and even with the Surge 2 is that even though I don't know if I'm ever going to play those games in particular, I've heard that they've dramatically improved upon what they had with Lords of the Fallen. People liked it a lot more. I did like 3 full playthroughs of Lords of the Fallen, and I think I might have done 4. I had a cleric, I had a little quick dude, and I had a big buff warrior type. Pretty sure. And the cleric was the dude with the scythe, and that scythe was fucking broken. And I had fun with it. It definitely had a lot of points where you can improve it, but man, that little venture I had with it was great. Especially one thing that Lords of the Fallen did really well was that their heavy weapons, just when they hit, they were so chunky. They had the best feeling of weight in any game since the Dark Souls 2 network test for a Souls-like. Even though maybe they could start up a little bit quicker, maybe they were too slow to start. But man, I mean, some other things I would consider better as well, like the way that tanky characters were truly tanky. I think the perfect hit system was really interesting. I'm not sure, like, I probably prefer the perfect hit system, the timing system, more than I prefer, like, Neo, for example. Where Neo, I felt like, it tries to inject too much character action game for me. It feels like too much, it feels like Devil May Cry mixed into into Souls. Too involved for me. Oh man. Well, I guess I'll have to keep an ear out for the next thing that the Ashen devs put out, because I definitely want more for sure. One thing I'm going to have to do is I'll have to be very careful about how I approach the DLC though, so I'm not over leveled. What it might have been worth doing would be to maybe make a new character or switch up my equipment or something. I mean, that really depends. I mean, maybe the next DLC will be more like endgame content.